Visiting Washington. They too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14 and able to get this out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led out by a guy who, of course, spent 5 seasons as the starter in the city of brotherly love. The second overall pick in 2016, Carson Wentz. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 17 carries, 69 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first. On first down, right back to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll be knocked down right at the 15-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So on fourth down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0 Washington. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he was certainly solid, maybe a little bit more last week in his NFL debut. Threw a couple of touchdown passes and earned his first victory. Now, we all know it's not going to be easy from here, but at least now he's seen what it takes to win at this level.
Okay, ready? Go!
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The numbers for Sanders last week: 15 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39.
Ready?
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Here we go, here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Eagles are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Moss on the give up the middle.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 bouncers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
Here we go.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
He gets it to Thomas.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Wentz now on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his tight end, Goddard, and the ball is knocked out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. On the move past the 40. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Throw right side taken in by Gibson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Wentz.
And Thomas has it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Wentz. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. It's caught by Sanders. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They go play action here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. An option handoff given to Sanders. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd down. Here's a run by Moss. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This one taken just inside the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, They're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Ready.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now Sam Sloman is on.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here is Washington now to take over.
Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Wentz now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Wentz. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line.
23 yards the pickup there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And his kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz going to throw.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Gibson here running out of the gun.
Oh, he shifts past him. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd.
Completes it to Samuel.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
Go.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. Wentz. He gets it to Thomas.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Will be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
And he finds McLaurin. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Robinson. is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Gibson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
John Bates,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Only a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line.
So now the Eagles down by 15. At time, a huge factor. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores.
63 yards on the ground for him so far.
Okay, great.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw here.
And that's complete to Brown.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. 2nd and 4. Into the hands of Sanders.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
It's caught. Smith.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
A CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their... as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Commanders,
it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.